Hungaroring, that will be an interesting race because after a break of nearly 25 years, the track racing come back in Hungary. And it will be interesting also because here they have a national hero. In fact, Norbert Kiss have the #1. He was champion last year, he lead the championship this year, and for sure he want to make a good result in his country. But it will be not the only one to want that. Of course, the Bulgaria just behind. Albacete, Jochen Hahn made very good last week in Most. For sure the race will be interesting. Today the weather is not so nice. We will see for the race what will be, but tomorrow for sure the sun will shine. And a very important point here, the spectators are in the paddock. The paddock is already full on Saturday morning. That's a very good sign for the weekend. For sure the show will be there.
The free practice was run on water, but the qualifying practice, run on a dry tarmac, was dominated by the home guy, Norbert Kiss. The 7th event of the FIA European Truck Racing Championship. Truck racing is returning to Hungary after 25 years. Expectations of the local fans are hard to describe. Their hero, Norbert Kiss, who is leading the current championship rankings, is also safely in the lead in this race. Trailing behind him are the other two best pilots in the overall standings. Czech trucker Adam Lacko in Freightliner, number 55, and German pilot Jochen Hahn. His MAN has number 2. Hungaroring is situated near the capital, Budapest. The 30-year-old course is quite narrow with a lot of corners. The hardest grind here is for the brakes, and drivers are hard put to find a place for overtaking too. 11 laps brought 3 clear-cut and quite unchallenged medal holders. Norbert Kiss first, Lacko second, and Hahn third. The spectators got exactly what they wanted.
I was very happy to win the qualifying and to be in pole position. It's always important for the first race. And then I had a really good start. So I was quite clear in the first turn already from the others. And then I could keep up the pace, stay in front, and even a little bit managing of the speed at the end. So I was just really happy to win on the Hungaroring. It's awesome.
The second race of the day offered a much more thrilling spectacle. Thanks to the handicap system, 2 lady pilots start from the first row. Ellen Lohr, number 12, and Steffi Hahn, number 44. Both German ladies driving MANs. The handicap race means that the 8 best placed drivers in the previous race swap their positions on the starting line. The strongest ones then have a hard time fighting their way ahead. The skills of the individual drivers in truck racing have recently become quite equal. It's no longer true that the same drivers keep ending up on the podium. Naturally, this year's championship is dominated by Kiss, but the chances for other truckers are open. Do you want to prove? Here it is. Steffi Hahn in the lead. A week ago in Most, she had her first ever podium finish. Now she's heading for her first win. On the other hand, it's sheer bad luck for Lacko. He had a great beginning, but a hole in his engine spells out an immediate end of his hopes. Another Czech trucker, Franky Wojciech, number 9, raced to his heart's content here. This veteran, the only driver to remember truck races quarter of a century ago, is quite successfully keeping on the heels of much stronger trucks driven by Reinert and Albacete, experienced car. And yet another Czech pilot, David Vršecký in Freightliner number 33, has pushed his way to the second position. But nobody's going to rob Steffi Harm of her victory today. Harm, Vršecký, Kiš.
In the end, they could close up, but I tried to do my own style, my own way, don't make a mistake, and in the end it worked, so I'm really happy.
Latsko's Freightliner is going to get a new engine for tomorrow.
Fun and track racing, that's a long love story. It's everywhere the same, in every country the same. Last week, for example, we made more than 90,000 persons in Most. This week it can be also even more in Hungary. You know, we have a very fanatic truck racing fan, and we can see on internet, and that's why also we come back in Hungary, because all our data are fantastic with Hungary, and I'm sure this weekend can be even one of the best weekends of the year.
Sunday's qualifying practice brought the only upset. Due to technical problems, Albacete will start from the very rear. Sunday's first race and a fierce fight from the very first yards. Reinert and Vršecký. 11 intractable tons. This cost Reinert a tire. Vršecký looks like a man returning from a war zone. There was a yet greater drama in store for Adam Latsko. Flames are not seen in truck racing too often. Needless to say, the race is interrupted. Restart. Norbert Kiš easily takes advantage of his position. Jochen Hahn is behind him. Steffi Harm in the third place. The German lady is still riding on the crest of her incredible winning wave. Vršecký, driving fourth, is doing his very best, but the 31-year blonde girl behind the steering wheel proves to be beyond his strength. As a matter of interest, both lady pilots, Harm and Lohr, end up among the top 5. Kiš, Harm, Harm. 32,000 spectators. That means 32,000 devoted fans of Norbert Kiš.
After the start, it's always tight, and especially after the second start right here, Johan could attack me a lot, so I had to defend a lot in the first lap, but okay, after that I could manage and get away a little bit, so I was happy.
Kiš, Kiš, Kish. You can't hear virtually anything else. Hungary has found its hero. The last race of the weekend, we can see a Mercedes in the first row for the first time. Roland Rehfeld, number 24. The tarmac is dry, the sky is blue, and everyone is eager to race. Red MAN number 23 is at the top. To date, Albacete of Spain has had a definitely off weekend, but now he's faring very well. A well-known picture, the experienced defensive driver Anthony Janier in MAN number 8 successfully beating off attacks by faster competitors. But he didn't keep his position today. Antonio Albacete, a mere 2 points yesterday. Now he's coming for the winners, 20 points. Kish is second, Waszewski third.
We were very lucky to have this victory. I think that the team works quite a lot. We have very, very bad luck, but at the end we have a victory which is very good for the team, and we need this kind of results.
The team championship is still headed by the Bagheera Racing 1969 team in the Freightliner Specials. Norbert Kish has built up his overall lead. Hahn has moved up to the second place. The next stop is the Belgian Zolder.